have a brother. Why did you throw him in the water? Darling?
We have a crisis to deal with here now.
Robert, help this guy. Let's clear on 6 with the paper. Let's get him out.
Jesse, I can't believe we are still getting more Valentine's cards.
Isn't it wonderful?
And I'm really happy to interface with you on Valentine's Day. Skip Webster.
Oh, he's the man who fixes computers.
Obviously.
Listen to this one. To all my friends at General Hospital, thank you for sending my wife home to me for Valentine's Day. Ben Harris.
Oh, I remember them. They were the cutest couple. They spent their 40th anniversary in her room.
Happy Valentine's Day to my 2 favorite nurses.
Oh, thank you.
What beautiful flowers.
It even says, I love you. I'd ask for a little kiss, but Audrey's terribly jealous.
Oh, Steve.
Thank you very much.
Dad.
Yes, Tom.
It sounds like we might have a major medical disaster on our hands.
What happened?
I don't have all the details, but the paramedics are rolling to the docks as we speak.
Warehouse fire?
No, quartermain freighter was coming into port. They said it was already damaged. Tried to avoid something in the water, hit the docks, and there was an explosion.
Better notify Mercy. The triage patients will take the walking wounded up here.
You got it.
Jesse, Amy, locate all the medical personnel who are off duty and have them come in stat.
We'll take care
I'll
of
see how many more doctors I can round up. Meanwhile, execute an emergency alert pager.
Jesse, I have all the names and the numbers right there.
Fine. I'll split these with you.
I'm going to take this back here.
Come on. I need a paramedic over here. One more. Come on. God, mate. Deal with yourself. You want to help me? Did you see a tote bag swimming around out there? Tote bag?
Why don't you come with me? There's hot food and a blanket at Kelly's.
Teach you.
It's Robert's brother.
Falcon Scorpio. Max, a friend and fiend alike. Able-bodied seaman, presently disabled. Now, where might I get a pint of stout?
Stout? I don't know. Why don't you just come with me? You're going to catch pneumonia.
Hey, black tote bag. If you find it, that'll be a nice tip in it for you.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Come on, I can't leave him! Look, I got an ambulance fucking full of people. I'm doing everything I can for him. Why don't you go to Kelly's and get him warm, and you can see him later on at the hospital. This is my cousin, let me go! All right, get in the back of this ambulance, keep your mouth shut, put your seatbelt on, and we're going to the hospital getting you checked out too. Come on.
Come on, let's take a ride. That's the sun you pulled out there, wasn't it?
I want a count of all those people. Come here.
Yeah, listen, I'm a police officer. You know, I can shoot you or something.
She bit.
I'm telling you, you're arresting the wrong people.
Well, you can tell that to the court, lady, and don't leave out your little prank on the high seas today.
Is it my problem the ship's captain rammed the pier?
You realize what your little fiasco caused today? A complete disaster.
I got her. Confident.
Well, fortunately for you, there's no fatalities. Listen, I'm sure we'll make room for her.
I got her.
Yeah, I can see that.
Watch out. Watch it. I got her.
Don't let her throw you, Frisco. Attaboy.
Well, help me. Will you help me?
Girl, come on. Get the cuffs on her.
Get her.
Will you stop playing with her and put her in?
I got her.
Yeah.
Keep that water boiling. We're going to need a ton of tea.
It's just an amount, large amount. Like, there you go. I'm sorry, we're waiting for those blankets, but at least this will warm you up temporarily.
Thank you.
Those men are just freezing. Where do they have to go for those blankets?
They have to go to the mission. They should be here soon.
Well, I would hope so, because this certainly isn't enough to warm those men up.
Hey, did you see it happen?
No, there was a huge sound, and then every cop in the world was here, and every ambulance in the city was here.
Well, one of these guys said that the ship hit the dock, and that's when the explosion happened.
I shudder to think about the men inside that ship. Okay, here you go. Here's some hot tea. Okay, come on, guys. Come on in. Right over here. Okay, well, we're waiting for blankets. Will you see if they're coming? There you go. Sit down. Okay.
Here you boys. Here's some coffee.
Yeah, yeah.
Ruby, I see them. They're coming.
Good, then make some more coffee and make it strong.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay, drop them on the floor and start handing them out. Let's go. Let's move. These men are freezing. Here you go. There's one for you. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Wrap yourself up. You don't want anybody getting pneumonia around here. Okay, here we go. Come on, keep moving, though. How are we doing with the water in there? Let's get... Oh, this man looks like he should be in the hospital. This is the worst. Come on. We need to get you over the counter here. And here you go. Wrap up. Get me another blanket for this man. He's soaked. Okay, go get me some soup. Soup. You got the soup there. Sit down.
Get another blanket.
Sit down. Okay. Try that soup and see how it does. Oh, here, let me help you out. There you go. That should warm you up. Okay,
I can do it.
I'm sure you can.
Thank you.
Okay. Looks like there's more coming. It's going to be a long night. Okay, let's get moving with the blankets. Give that man another blanket, will you please?
Is that it? Is that the Tracy?
I don't know. I can't tell. It might be another ship.
You hope it's another ship.
I mean, I can't tell.
Well, what berth was it supposed to be in?
It's blocked.
I don't understand you. You're supposed to be on top of all of this stuff. You're supposed to be protecting my interests.
First of all, it may not be the Tracy, and if it is, it's an accident.
Who cares if it's an accident, Ned? It's going to cost us an enormous amount of money.
I know that.
And if it is, it's the fault of those stupid Greenbelt people.
The police should have cleared them off the dock by now.
All some people know how to do is protest. You think they'd go out and get responsible jobs?
Present company accepted, I hope. Here, help me with this telescope, will you?
Ashton, why don't you just see if there's any news on television or radio?
Believe me, there's absolutely nothing new here. Ned, help me.
Brother, that's not going to help.
What's this going to help? This is a top-of-the-line model, most expensive there is.
It doesn't matter how much you pay for it. It can't see around corners, can it?
You can see smoke, Ned.
There is no smoke.
Ashton, get the damn thing out of here.
We can get Jennings to help me set this up.
Forget about Jennings. Forget about the telescope. Take it, get lost. Go see if there's something on the news.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to help.
Ashton, move it.
All right. I'm going to need another drink anyway.
Oh, my God. Look, I just want to know one thing, all right? I just want to know if it... I want to know if it's all over for us.
I'll see to it that ELQ survives.
Ned, if it's the worst and the ship went down and the cargo is in the bottom of the harbor, what then?
I don't even want to think about it.
Ned, you know this family never wanted you in charge.
No, you're wrong, Mother. They never wanted you in charge. That's why I had the job. Don't tell me you're going to turn on me, too.
It's a little too early to talk about anybody turning on anybody, don't you think, Ned?
I know you, Mother. You're not happy unless you have a knife in somebody's back.
That is a terrible thing for you to say to me.
We never really were a loving mother and son, now were we?
You have no reason to accuse me of treachery.
If that ship has gone down, this company will never be the same.
And, what about the family?
Why don't you go in and see what's on the news, Mother?
Why don't you answer me?
Just when you need it most, it goes out.
Anything else to see?
No.
Where's Ashton?
He's upstairs listening to the news.
Well, if Monica wasn't so tight, we could afford 2 radios, then we'd all know what was going on.
No, you can afford a radio, Tracy.
Well?
They just say stay tuned for further developments.
Any news on the extent of the damage?
There's been an emergency at the port.
Well, why don't you keep listening, Ashton?
Because I'd like to replenish my drink. Do you mind? Lila, would you like one?
No, thank you, Larry.
I'll get it. Hello?
Is that you, Monica?
Oh, yes, Steve. Yeah.
We've got a medical disaster on our hands. I need you and Alan.
Is it the ship?
Yes. It happened when the Tracy ship tried to dock.
Yes, we heard an explosion. Are there many hurt?
We're not sure how many. Paramedics are bringing in the injured.
Okay, well, we'll be right there.
Thank you.
Okay. Alan, we got to get to the hospital.
I'll get your coat.
But wait a minute, were there any details?
Nothing. Well, all I know is that people have been hurt, Tracy.
What about the cargo? Did he say
I
something
don't know
about the
any
cargo?
more than that.
Will you find out if you find out anything at
Alan,
the
let's
hospital?
go.
Will you
I
promise
will.
to call here? Alan, call here if you hear anything.
Oh, that's awful. All those people.
Well, maybe it was just an explosion. Maybe just an explosion, and maybe the ship is all right.
A ship that's that large is pretty hard to sink.
Titanic was bigger.
Well, the Titanic hit an iceberg, didn't it, Ned? Are there icebergs in the Port Charles River?
I'm sorry I brought it up. Look, I'm going to go see if I can find out what happened for myself.
Let's hope the captain was man enough to go down with his ship.
How is he? Fractured tib fib, but he'll live.
I understand you're the captain, sir.
Was. She's gone.
I'm Police Commissioner Scorpio. I realize this isn't the most convenient of times, but I'd like to ask a question or two.
Go ahead.
How much dry dock time has that boat had in the last few months?
None. She was seaworthy, believe me.
She was taking water. What caused it?
Only one thing. I'll tell you, sir, it was sabotage.
I didn't.
Briscoe.
Yep.
Give me a crew list, would you?
Easy does it here. Easy does it. Okay, get inside. Easy does it.
Okay, BP is 100 over 70. She's cold and shivering. No, get some warming blankets and get her to delayed triage. Okay, move it. Let's go. Okay, I need a nurse to take her.
What do we have here?
Here,
Like
sir.
comatose, or get him up to critical triage, get an IV O2, and have a paramedic monitor.
Right away, doctor.
Let's go, let's go.
Jennifer,
Yes.
this guy needs a splint. Move him up to the 7th.
Right away, doctor.
Calm, man, calm. You're going to be fine.
How are you doing here?
Right, a wheelchair for him, all right?
Get her in your X-ray. Possible hip fracture. How's this one doing?
Sorry, this one does not look very. He's feeling hypothermic. Blood pressure's low. He's bradycardic.
Then get him some warm blankets, warm IVs, and into critical holding.
All right, come on, let's go right away. Holding. Come on.
Very pain.
Who's sick do I stay? Can I get her?
Okay, orderly. All right, I think, just get him up to the 7th and ask a nurse. Okay, I think possible concussion, you can tell.
I think they never stop coming in.
Steve, I stop telling the patients coming in.
Seems like we're bursting at the seams.
Here, listen, I'm telling you the least critical to 7.
Good, good.
Dr. Shirley, I got a rapid pulse here.
All right, I'll get him into triage, and I want him monitored.
Yeah.
I'm drowning! I'm drowning! Please! Get me out of the water! Panic reaction. milligrams of diazepam, I am.
Right away. I'm getting it. Got it?
Okay, guys, listen. Thanks for your help. Thank you.
Oh, boy.
Well, what do you got?
Testimony ranges from everything from poor seamanship to acts of terrorism.
Spoken to a few seamen, dock workers. They seem to say much the same thing. The captain could be right, you know. Good old-fashioned sabotage.
Sabotage? Why?
Well, there's a wide range of options here. Murder, revenge, or good old-fashioned greed. All the ships are insured.
Oh, come on. Why would... You think the Quartermaines would sabotage their own ship?
Well, there are those for hire who would do such a thing.
Want some coffee?
Thanks, love.
Robert.
Ship's crew list.
Thank you. Malcolm Scorpio. Oh. At least there's no aliases here. Kelly's, you said?
Yeah.
Thank you.
What now, Robert?
Thanks for the coffee.
Boy, here, let me give you some hot
Ruby,
tea.
what can I do?
Oh, honey, grab some blankets and pass them out, will you?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, sure, you keep that. Excuse me. Okay, darling, thank you. That's a great help. I'm going to put some mugs out for tea.
Don, here's something a little more brace than this tea.
Oh, a hot chocolate.
Well, I had in mind a bottle of stout to settle the shivers.
Sweetheart, we don't serve hard stuff here.
I'll settle for a weak American beer.
No.
All right, I'll take the tea then straight up.
Okay, here you go. There, that tops it all.
Bloody tea, you think I was in bloody Boston Harbor?
All right.
Do you have a telephone?
Oh, right over there.
Good evening. Mr. Goodrich here. Well, your ship has come in, sir. Limping badly, I'm afraid. What's that? How badly? Well, she's crippled from stem to stern and probably on the bottom by now. No fatalities, you can be sure of that. Look, it's only a total loss, ship and cargo. Right, well, listen, I enjoyed the cruise, but I would enjoy getting paid. You're wiring it to me. Well, you're a right gentleman and a scoundrel, sir. Right. Cheers.
ship and its contents are now resting on the bottom of the Port Charles Harbor. Ned Ashton, CEO of ELQ, was unavailable for comment. Injured have been taken to General Hospital and Mercy Hospital. So far, there are no reported fatalities.
Hello?
Bobby?
Yeah?
Hi, it's Amy. I don't know if you're up to doing this, and I know that you don't have to come in, but we could really use all the nurses that we could get over here.
Amy, I'm still on leave.
Yeah, I know, but we are just loaded down with crew members from that ship that exploded.
Oh, yeah, I heard. Okay, I'll be right there.
You okay?
Oh, I'm fine, I'm fine.
Oh, you look exhausted.
Well, everybody's exhausted. I mean, if we had twice the number of doctors around here, we'd still be working around the clock.
Yeah, unfortunately, you just can't schedule disasters like this.
Yeah, I understand Mercy has their hands full, too. Tom called over there to try to borrow some of their staff. No soup.
Well, we'll get over it, Steve. We'll get through this. But you're going to take a break.
Doctor's orders?
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, once we get over this thing, I'm going to start recruiting. This is the last time I'm going to get caught short.
You know, it's just a shame that Tom is going off to Romania.
Well, I can't force him to stay here. I hate to lose him, too. We both know what a fine internal medicine man he is.
He's kind of lost interest in psychiatry.
I think so. Wants to be more like his old man, I guess. Internal medicine.
Well, then why doesn't his old man just get him to stay here?
Monica, he's got a wife over there. It's his decision. Wait a minute here. Did you make me stand here and gab with you just to make sure I took a break in the action?
Oh, Steve, for heaven's sakes, would I do that? Never.
Of course. Excuse me.
That's okay. You can leave that on.
All right.
Thank you, Steve. Take it easy.
Thank you.
Hi, listen, you want to use this?
No, I'd like a minute with you, please.
What, about patients?
No, we've got a breather. It's going to be a little while before the ambulance comes in again.
Well, what's the matter?
Monica, I am so riddled with guilt.
Oh, about the ship, right?
It was a Quartermain ship.
Come on. It isn't your fault.
Look, if I had still been running the company, maybe this wouldn't have happened.
Now, wait a minute. That is just silly. First of all, you're not a businessman. And second of all, you are a doctor. You should be taking care of people.
I just feel so bad about this.
Well, forgive yourself for being human and get on with being a doctor, okay? Okay? Good.
Sidney Taylor? I want to take a photo. Sidney Taylor? Yeah. Sidney Taylor, get there. Donna Skinner? Yeah. Obstructing a port. Take him away. Let's go. Get him out of here. Get out of here. Jenny Eckert. Jenny Eckert. Here we go. Jenny Eckert. Jenny Eckert. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. I
see, in addition to the other charges, we have resisting arrest and possible manslaughter. You're the feisty one, aren't you?
Police cops are arresting the wrong people.
Your name is Jenny Eckert, isn't it?
Of course it is.
Can we get on with this, Sergeant?
Well, sure, all you want to do is throw us in jail and call it a night. You're not interested in justice.
Justice? You're going to tell us about justice? You're so smart, you even tried to ram a freighter with a speedboat.
I wasn't trying to ram the freighter. I was just trying to keep the ship from coming into Port Charles.
I got news for you. That freighter had every right to dock and unload its cargo, lady.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You police should have stopped that ship long before it got near Port Charles. You're arresting the wrong people.
Excuse me, miss, but if you're going to make a speech, can you hold it for the judge, please?
That's the problem with all of you. You don't face up to your responsibilities to the world we live in. No, you just let the other guy do it. Let the Quartermains and people like them bring their chemicals and machinery in here, ruining the water and air that we all have to breathe, including cops.
Yeah. Can we get on with this, Chief?
Oh, yeah, please. While she's taking a breath, do it fast.
All right. Take her down and put her in a holding cell.
You heard me.
Come on, get her out of here. All right, wind down.
Well, I, for one, refuse to live with Les, and I intend to tell Monica as soon as she comes back from the hospital.
You do that, Tracy. I'm with you all the way.
We are rich people. We do not need to go around worrying about little accidents as if we're workers in the cannery.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. You know, I think when the weather gets a little warmer, I should take the Aphrodite out for a spin. I think a good stiff breeze would be good to blow this business right off us.
A short sea voyage would be very nice.
Absolutely, Lila. You know, I'm going to get that blasted captain out of mothballs. I say, you know, I hope there isn't a gigantic oil slick in the harbor. You know, oil can be absolutely ruinous for the
You know, it
Aphrodite's
was ridiculous and cruel of Alan to resign his responsibilities at ELQ. This whole financial mess started when he did that.
I don't think you should blame Alan, dear.
Well, I didn't do anything to hurt the company, Mother, and we certainly never worried about poverty when Daddy was alive.
Edward always had a firm hand on the tiller. Oh, you're welcome, dear.
Somebody should have had a firm hand on the tiller of that ship when it came in.
I thought we weren't going to discuss the accident.
Larry, I need a drink.
Larry? Oh. Well, that's downright affectionate. Perhaps you'll begin to find something rather romantic about a down-at-heels English aristocrat. Are you finding me all of a sudden rather appealing?
Skip it.
Perhaps I could get my family in England to help.
Oh, Ashton, when are you going to stop your stupid fantasizing about your connection to royalty?
Oh, Tracy, and I thought we were getting on so well.
Please don't bicker, not now.
Perhaps they have something there that they could sell.
Not even their bodies to science.
Oh, Tracy.
Ned? You look terrible.
It's a loss. Total loss.
I don't believe it.
There's nothing to worry about, dear.
The ship and the cargo have sunk.
Well, all you have to do is just write it up in your report.
Mother, what report? What are you talking about?
Oh, Tracy, Ned. Oh, my goodness, you look like a couple of bewildered children. I'm talking about insurance. ELQ always has their ships heavily insured.
Of course they do. Of course they do. I can't believe how stupid we've been. Mother, why didn't you say this hours ago and save us of all this worrying?
Oh, Tracy, I thought you were worrying about the crew members and their families.
Right. I am. We'll send them get well cards.
Oh.
Fractured femur. Put the leg in traction and get her under X-ray.
Oh, right away, Dr. Hardy. Okay, let's go. Don't move the leg.
You're going to be fine. We're going to send you up to the 7.
Give me another liter at D5W, please.
Okay, doctor.
Careful.
Low BP, hypothermia. Nurse, when you get a
You get a minute, could you up the IV and get some warm blankets for that patient?
Away.
Bobby!
Oh, hi. Yeah.
Is it good to see you?
Thanks. I heard all you know the hospital.
Yeah, you bet we can. Hasn't been a disaster like this in a long time.
Well, Felicia convinced me to come back here.
Oh, good for her. And good for you. Does this mean we're going to see you permanently?
Oh, I don't know, Monica. I haven't even thought about that.
We could use you in OR, Bobby.
I appreciate it. Right now, all I can think about is the next patient.
Yeah, me too. Thank you. Oh, Bobby, I'm glad you worked.
Thanks.
Sorry about what happened.
Thanks, Meg. I'm trying not to think about it.
Well, all I could think about is what a wonderful nurse you are and what a relief it is to have you back.
You must be exhausted.
Yeah, and hungry. But I'm better off than they are. It's going to be okay.
Bobby. Oh, I thought it was you.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to pitch in.
Great. Let me fill you in. These patients were in 40-degree water. They were in for 20 minutes or longer.
Hypothermia.
Right. Now, we've sent the delayed treatment patients up to the 7th. As you can see, we can hardly breathe in here. It's so crowded.
Bobby, it's good to have you back with us.
You know what? On second thought, as crowded as we are, why don't you go up to the 7th floor? We could use your experience there.
Okay, I'm on my way. That patient is stable.
All right. I'll just go check him out.
Oh, Tiffany, no.
No, I just need just a little bit of cover. Please, Steve. Everybody's calling from all over the country wanting to know about survivors. Please.
So far, everyone is a survivor. Now, please, you can't come in here. You don't want to endanger any lives, do you?
No, I'm sorry. I don't. Okay, we'll go someplace else. I'm sorry.
Now, there's a gurney coming through. Please get out of the way. Thank you.
Out of the way. Out of the way. Why don't you just go and wait in your friend's room for him, okay?
I think he needs a nurse.
He doesn't need a nurse. The doctor just saw him. You gave him a shot for pain, so he's drowsy. That's all. He's fine.
I'm worried, and
I know that you're worried, but I have other patients that I have to take care of, and I promise you, your friend's going to be fine.
he's my family, and...
Okay. If he's your family, then why don't you go sit and wait with him in his room?
I just don't want him to die.
He's not going to die. Listen, what's your name?
Joey.
Joey, I'm Amy. I want you to go wait in his room, and if you have any trouble, you come looking for me, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Jesse, any rooms open?
Oh, Bobby, welcome back.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah, I think we have some rooms open, or going to be open as soon as the doctors finish rounds. There are a lot of patients here ready to be discharged.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Let's get some vitals. Just get out of the way so we're not blocking the blood pressure.
Actually, we're just lucky that most of our patients are just wet and cold, actually.
Yeah, only 2 aspirations and acute hypothermia, all stabilized.
Yeah, everything seems pretty good, you know. Pretty lucky with
There was a cardiac arrest down at the docks, but the paramedics seem to have it under control.
Yeah, actually, we're very lucky that this crew's in good shape.
You know, Tony, feels good to be back in the saddle again, making rounds.
What, are you not going to be a psychiatrist anymore?
Become a real doctor?
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe. I'll see you.
Tony?
Yeah, what do you got?
Pulse is slightly elevated, and blood pressure is 110/70, and we've got an X-ray of her hip, and she'll be an admit for surgery.
Okay, well, this patient leaving 725B, you can put him in there.
Tony? Cheryl left town.
Yes?
Yeah, she's not going to sue me,
Okay.
and I'm not going to countersue her either.
I think that's the right thing to do.
I think that's what's best for Lucas.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Amy, Tiffany, tell me you're kidding.
No, we're just going to take us a little bit of cover.
Please,
We're not going to be in your way. It won't
out
take
of
long.
the
We'll
way.
get some regulatory land and all this. We get something like that, and then...
Whoops. Well, it's not Florence Nightingale. You don't look much like Barbara Walters either.
You know, if you think working here like some little angelic saint is going to make up for what you did to my sister, sweetheart, you are dead. Tiffany, stop it. You can quote me on that.
Ruby?
Yeah.
Okay. There you are. This will take the chill off of you.
Bless you. I got some more in the back. I need some more, darling. Thank you very much. It'll be coming right up. Felicia's gone to get some. Right here. Okay. So, we'll have another one coming. Oops. Careful. There you go.
Sit with me, brother. We'll celebrate our reunion.
What are you doing here?
These good people have taken me to their bosom like I was a little family. They've been warming me with tea.
Ask the question.
Well, it should be obvious. I came to see you.
Well, you've seen me. Now you can leave town.
I love you too, big brother. Now don't tell me you're gonna rinse out the family unmentionables in front of these dear chill people.
I'm warning you.
I'm about to faint dead away on the floor. You know, I extend my affection. How about you? Whatever happened to brotherly love? Or haven't you been keeping up with your Bonanza reruns?
There's the brotherly love I had for you. You killed off a long time ago.
Right. Here we go again.
Not again, still. Now, I guess it's no coincidence that you find yourself on a ship which is scuttled shortly before slamming into the docks.
Just what are you saying?
I'm saying you, brother, sabotaged that ELQ freighter. That's what I said.
I suppose you got all kinds of proof.
I think your record's pretty impressive. Even measured up against the world's most wanted.
Now, you may be the law in this town and the judge and the jury, but you still need evidence. Now, either arrest me, or I'm going to sit down and enjoy this delicious stew.
What were you doing on board that boat?
Seeing the sights. Show you pictures of the natives, but I believe they went down with the ship.
Really? Well, you know, historically speaking, you never were very big into sightseeing.
My dear brother, either book me or let me eat.
You know what I think? I think you sabotaged that ship. I think you endangered lives. And I think you're a killer.
You're not a killer. What the hell? Are you crazy, you idiot?
Come on, Chief Lewis. Are you all right?
Oh.
Yeah, you all right?
I'm fine, I'm fine.
Okay.
Get back. Get the cuffs out, Remy.
I'm going to see you in prison. And I'm going to make sure they lose the key.
Somehow I knew you'd say that.
Don't worry about that, Raoul. We'll do it right now. Got him? You are under arrest for striking an officer.
Now, wait a minute. My brother and I are just trying to settle our differences here.
Your brother.
Get him out of here.
Come on, move!
You know, it's wonderful to be working with you again.
Feels good to be here again.
Let me tell you something. I'm hoping once this crisis is over that you'll continue on with us.
Oh, thanks, Tom, but I haven't thought that far ahead.
I understand. I know what you went through.
It's difficult to lose a child, no matter what the reason.
Listen, once this is all over with, why don't you come by and talk? Huh?
I thought you were joining Simone in Romania.
Well, I still have some time. I'd like to help you.
Well, thanks, Tom, but ever since I've been a kid, I've always solved my own problems.
All right, well, if you need me, come here, okay?
I appreciate it.
Excuse me, Tom, I've got a patient. All the vital signs are normal, but 1 minute he's fine, the next minute there's sort of a rigidity to him. So I'm thinking maybe some kind of hysteria.
Why don't I take a look?
Okay, thanks.
I'll see you later.
Security Officer Carlson, please contact me before the station. Security
Bobby,
Officer Carlson,
excuse me, but there's a call bell ringing at 7:23, and I have another patient. Could you check it?
Oh, sure.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Right away.
Yeah, good. Finally a nurse.
Did you push the call button?
I think someone should see him.
Why? What happened?
And nothing. I think you should take a look at him.
Don't worry, okay? I'll be right back. Stay calm.